Flip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Easy, kill. Let's go. 95-56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And now past another. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
21. 5-8.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11. 95-56, 95-56.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Single. 11.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Again, it's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Right here. Hey, kill.
He'll get it up the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Check. 21. Sammy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill from 3 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Easy.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Rolling to his right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So possession of the football back to the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers right now 10-3. Last week, the defeat of Cincinnati. Close game, but they did win it. And Phillip Rivers, first time all year that he has not thrown for 2 or more touchdown passes. He had done that in 13 straight games.
Yeah, how about that? Big-time year. Great protection he's been getting. Targets downfield. Obviously, Keenan Allen is #1 guy. And lately, they've gotten it done without Melvin Gordon. They could get him back for the stretch run towards the playoffs. And they've got a big one coming up on Thursday night, don't they?
Yeah.
Headed to Kansas City. It'll be cold and crisp there, but what a big ball game.
A lot on the line. It's going to be fun to watch. Throwing Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it skinny. Set. 380.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ready. We're waiting. Go down.
Breeze now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Like 5-4.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11-1. Ready, watch it.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And they're going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Breeze to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go. Here we go. Load it! Load it!
Rivers on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only 2 guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his 2nd Heisman Trophy.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Okay, with that incompletion, I've been waiting to get this in because I wanted to ask you about that crazy finish in Miami. How in the world did they find their way to the end zone?
That was something, wasn't it? And I've seen a few along the way. In college football, Boise State over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. You remember that one?
Yep.
With the hook and lateral play, and they had a bunch of crazy plays down the stretch. But this one in the NFL, especially considering you kind of knew they had to do something like this, yet they still were able to pull it off. 69 yards, Tannehill to Stills, to Parker, to Kenyon Drake, and then, of course, Gronk was on the field in case they threw the Hail Mary. Outran Gronk to the end zone. What a finish for the Dolphins.
So last year we had the Minnesota Miracle. Now we had the Miami Miracle this season. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Throw left side taken in by Hill. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Ready, yellow lady.
On 1st down, Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Two. 95-56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rivers to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Good set, good set, good set. Ready, what's up?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Here we go. Hey, easy.
Here's Camaro trying to run for it. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Here we go.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.